Have to get in the mood again. Ready?
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, good morning, America. We're back at the house for the second day, and we put in a full day of work yesterday. Got a few things done. We got a few more things to do. The goal is to get the house ready for the market by the end of the day today, which we've got a lot to do. So we'll just take a look at what we've done and what we need to do. Yesterday, this is the porch, and yesterday I had cut in the carpet, and today we didn't have adhesive for the carpet, so we'll be picking up adhesive to put down so that we can put the carpet down, and then the trim goes in after that, and then this porch area will be done. We had remounted the lights, put in new light bulbs up here, so everything is working great. Yesterday we struggled with the flue pipes for the wood stove. Finally got them put together, and we realized that we don't have one of the parts that we need for the wood stove. So that'll be on the list for the Menards run today. Also, we need the trim for the fireplace. So we got trim, we got wood stove part, we got carpet adhesive that we still need to buy. Yesterday, one of the first things we did, because the temperatures are in the mid 90s and this house doesn't have central air conditioning, we brought this air conditioning unit here and installed that. So that was a bit of a project in itself, but now we've got at least some AC in the house, and it's working great. We leave this door open, and it seemed to cool pretty much the whole house. It wasn't cold, but it was pretty good. So we got that going. When we were at Menards yesterday, we picked up these vents, and Tom has installed the trim, and Cameron has installed the vents, and so we're getting there with those projects. We have installed and tested the toilet. I can tell you it's working great. So today we have to finish this vent here. That piece of metal has to be installed so that the air actually comes into the room, and then we have to trim that vent piece to make that work. In addition, we have to clean up this bathtub along with everything else in the house. But the cleanup is kind of a big deal here and everywhere. We have some paint trim to do. We have to hang this mirror above the vanity. And we're going to have to ask the electricians to come back to wire the vanity light. So they have another trip back here. In this room, Tom completed the trim on this door, and some of this trim is kind of tricky because it had to be run through the table saw. This house wasn't built to modern standards. We had to think it up as we go. So the plumber completed his job yesterday. So we've got running water everywhere. We haven't tested the dishwasher yet, but we'll do that today. We'll finish unwrapping the stove and testing. We'll test the stove in the microwave. We're quite sure that the refrigerator we've got plugged in and working because our drinks are nice and cold. I still have to level this out a little bit. but it's pretty good. So I had bought a cover for this vent here, and I realized that I bought the wrong thing. And these vents are missing a part, a critical part to be able to adjust them. So I'm gonna replace the whole inner thing and make a new cover, and I gotta make sure that I know that's 6-inch pipe. Yeah, so 6-inch vent pipe. Now, we had a little mishap this morning. We were coming in the front door, and Cameron, being the conscientious young man that he was, he went ahead and locked the slider door. And we'd never done that. We never even thought about locking a slider door. And so, but he locked it from the inside, and then we went out through the garage door. So when we got into the porch and we went to the slider door, we couldn't get in. So, but we were, I would say we were smart enough to buy locks that matched on the front and back. So my same key that got me in the front also brought me in the back. So this is a door that we had installed. There was a door here that was just an old junky door. But we put a nice new entry door. Yesterday, Tom, we had, the problem with this door is that it was hitting the concrete down here. And so Tom had to go with a grinder and grind off part of that concrete so that this door would fit properly. In addition, this trim wasn't quite installed right. I probably was me that put it, and so it would push on the concrete and it would creak like an old scary house. And so we fixed the bad sound of the door, we fixed the fit of the door, and now we need to put some weather stripping because this is Minnesota and it's gonna get cold in about 4 months. And so we're gonna put some weather stripping around that door. I bought some weather stripping and we kind of decided that wasn't the right weather stripping, so we're gonna get some weather stripping at Menards. So, yesterday, well, the plumber finished with all the plumbing, so the water to the washing machine and our stainless steel wash tub, which to me was one of the cool features of the house. We've got that laundry sink and stainless steel, and so then, because we have all this plumbing and stuff that has to be behind there, these machines had to stand out from the wall, more than 6 inches, about 7 inches or more. And so I didn't like the look of that because you would stand at the machine and see the plumbing down there. So I said, well, let's put in this shelf, which obviously the shelf has become handy already. Within less than 1 day, we're putting our stuff on that shelf. But in the future, when Mom is here doing the laundry, she's going to be putting her laundry soap here and whatever. We also installed this shelf. And this shelf really was put in because this wall bowed out a lot. And so we were just trying to hide the defect in the sheetrock. And it did indeed hide the defect. And I think it will also be a strong shelf that'll be handy. I think if you're doing your laundry, you want to maybe fold a few things here. I think it'll be a good thing. And it also serves the purpose of hiding the sheetrock defect. One of our projects today is to put trim around this window to finish it off. So then I'm gonna finish once again, I'm missing a part on this one too. So I'm gonna just replace this whole unit here on this and in the other room. Yesterday I installed this vent cover so that we've got some of those finishing touches. Now, here's the garage that we got to empty out. And so we have another project house that now any of this wood, because of the price of wood, all this wood's going to go to the other house and we're going to use it somewhere else. But there's a lot of stuff in here that will either go to my home or to my next project. And but we got to point out our latest hot rod. This is Cameron's project. Oh, some guy came here to do some work, and he said, "Oh, I have to leave this wheelchair here because he didn't have room in his truck or something." And I said, "Well, okay, you can leave it here as long as you come get it, because I don't want to deal with it." And he said, "No, he would come get it." I said, "Okay, great. So I want you to come get it by next weekend." He said, "Okay, I'll come get it by next weekend." And that was a week ago. So obviously he didn't come get it. So now we have a new toy that we started cleaning it up, man. That we're rehabbers, and we find something that's old, needs work, we do it, and we make it good. And so Cameron's been polishing, cleaning, polishing, and he's been riding it around the property and having fun with it. So anybody out there interested in a deluxe motor chair for an extra wide person, give me a call. We'll set you up. So anyway, projects for today, we talked about a few. Tom's gonna finish the trim. We're gonna finish the fireplace. We're gonna clean this house. Our next project is really gonna be to make another dump run. We did a dump run yesterday. We're gonna do another dump run today. Some of this stuff is just not salvageable here. Some of this stuff out here is all trash, gotta go to the dump. This is the dump truck here. All this has gotta go. All that's gotta go. So some of this stuff over here, this stuff here is going to the next place. And we'll show you the next place on a future episode. So for now, we got work to do. We're gonna get at it.